They somehow managed to choose the most repulsive color schemes and patterns. Don't you wish there could have been a more appealing texture and hue rather than this diarrhea-ish brown? Look at the bear. Did they purposely try to make it match the background? Those annoying squeals the ghosts make will nearly drive you to break the fucking TV screen. Shut up! If you miss the dot, you get this irritating voice.
Whoops.
If you get the dot,
Whoops.
you get the irritating voice.
Yippee!
And it never fucking stops.
Yippee! Yippee! Whoops! Yippee! Yippee! Yippee!
You're a beaver shooting tomatoes and navigating through a maze. Oops, dead end. What the shit? You can't go back? I'm trapped? You're shitting me. This game is shitting me. Remember when Rambo has to fight a giant spider? I don't. Oh look, I got a bowling ball. Remember that in the movie? Remember when Marty goes around throwing bowling balls at people? Whose idea was this? And what the fuck is Marty doing when he gets killed? It looks like he's having some kind of seizure. I mean, I guess I'd have a seizure too if there were bees and hula hoop girls and all this weird shit coming at me. I mean, just leave me alone. I'm trying to collect clocks. Now I'm fighting Darth Vader? Already? He's inside the sandcrawler because why? Oh well, who cares? There are parts in the game that are definitely not self-explanatory and are too hard to figure out. Take this dead end, for example. Would you guess that you're supposed to pass through this wall? How? You have to kneel down by it for like 10 seconds. Now still, that's not enough to make it so cryptic and hidden that we can't figure it out. Oh, please give us more for our buck and make it harder so we can wander around the whole game and exhaust every possibility before we find out. Okay, guess what? You need to have a red crystal selected and be kneeling down and wait a little while before this magic tornado comes and takes you to the next part of the game. Here, the key never appears. Just never. It never appears. I played this stage for about an hour before I eventually looked up an online walkthrough from someone who probably had more time to spare than me, and guess what? In this stage, the key doesn't appear until you buy an invincibility potion and 3 slingshots! Okay, so the first thing that happens, your opponent speeds away, but you just stand there. You try every button on the controller until you realize you're supposed to tap right and left on the D-pad repeatedly. It's hell on your fingers, and it ranks right up there with Ghostbusters when you have to go up the stairs by tapping A and B. Is there any reason why these passwords have to be so fucking long? Even this would be overdoing it. Why do we need this little extra part? Is it really necessary to have both capital and lowercase letters, as well as numbers, question marks, and exclamation marks too? If you're writing this down, you're gonna get confused. S's look like 5s, zeros look like O's, capital and lowercase letters can look identical, and lowercase L's look like 1s and uppercase I's. If you move the D-pads to the sides, it doesn't move your cursor over to the other side. So say your cursor's on the letter K and you need to move to J. In most games, all you need to do is move the cursor left and it will show up on J. But here, you can't do that. You have to move the fucking cursor all the way to the J. And also, if you enter the password and it turns out that it's wrong, like if you messed up on one letter, it erases the whole thing and you gotta type it in all over again. Why can't I just go back and fix the one letter? As for start and select, they don't do donkey dick. Usually start is pause, but here, there's no fucking way to pause the damn game. I mean, if you gotta go answer the phone or take a shit, It's like tough shit if you gotta take a shit. You gotta take a quick shit. You gotta have turbo turds. I'm trying to play the game. I got shit stains in my pants and an answering message on my phone that says, sorry, I'm playing Ghostbusters 2 on Nintendo. What a selfish game. Bottom line, have a fucking pause button. God damn it! One guy? No continues? Like, seriously, give me a reason why there's no continues. Why are there no continues? Why are there no fucking continues? The only reason you should have to put in a password is if you turn the game off and want to come back to it later. As long as you're still playing, you're going to keep playing the same stages over and over and over again. So what's the point of sending you all the way back to the beginning? The earlier stages are the easiest, and those are the stages you end up playing the most. It's the later stages where you need the most practice. It's all about trial and error. Like, imagine if in high school you fail out of senior year. What happens? You do senior year again, right? You don't have to go back and do freshman year again. So, bottom line, have unlimited continues. God damn it! Well, we are doomed from the very start. Take a look. Somebody makes an X-Men game for Nintendo. Why, in the love of fuck, does it have to be LJN? You take one look at that logo and you just know there is no gold at the end of that rainbow, because this, my friends, is the unholy stamp of death. It's by the same company. We're not going to say who it is, but it stands for Laughing, Joking Numbnuts. You die in every pit, and it's so easy to fall into them. So every time you get hit near a pit, you're basically dead. Ah, LJN. What we're dealing with here is a shitty game-making machine. It's really a miracle of electronic evolution. All this machine does is joke and cheat and make shitty games, and that's all. I swear I don't even plan this. It just so happens that LJN holds the monopoly on shitty games. They were also behind every home console version of Terminator 2, even the arcade ports. LJN proudly presents, oh I bet. You have a gun which really doesn't do anything. Jason comes out every once in a while to scare the shit out of you. And he looks really good in purple, doesn't he? That's a good color for him. Like, we had this creepy game about Freddy. What kind of creepy characters could we add? Well, how about bats, ghosts, spiders, skeletons, and Frankensteins for the kiddies? Could it be any more uncreative than that? Like, why don't they just add some witches, black cats, and flying jack-o'-lanterns? They should have just called the game Boo, Haunted House. Look, now what's he doing? He's not gonna come up. I can't even tell if I'm hitting him. Like, if I just shat into a bag and wrote Back to the Future on it, that would be the same as this awful piece of shit. Next came Back to the Future 2 and 3. But then the game starts, and you see all these dinosaurs, snails, and runaway trash cans. What the hell happened here? It couldn't possibly be any more different from the film. In this timeline, when Biff brought the Sports Almanac to 1955, it somehow created a world full of piranha plants, killer clouds, and evil Martys. I like how it says Back to the Future on the bottom of the screen, just to remind you what you're playing. Otherwise, you'd forget it has anything to do with Back to the Future. At least you can skip to part 3 with a code. On the title screen, hold B and select, then unscramble another word. If you know the code, you probably know the word. Why does everything have to be so cryptic? Why did LJN have to make every NES movie adaptation? Couldn't they have given somebody else a try? No, they wanted to incorporate the entire spectrum of awfulness. Purple for putrid gameplay, blue for bad musical abominations, green for graphical farts and garlic, yellow for piss-poor lack of loyalty to source material, orange for aren't you a fucking idiot, and red for high-stress, anger-inducing masochism. Put that all together, you got all the colors of the shit rainbow. Hooray, LJN. How do you find this bait? You want to know? Guess what? By jumping into things! This game treats you like an idiot. Like, hey kids, you want to play in Bill and Ted game? Well, here you go. Go jumping around in the fucking bushes and fences. That'll keep you busy. Have fun. Was there any quality control here? You know, that seal quality? Did that mean anything? Did anyone look at these games before they dumped them in the back of every KB's and Toys R Us? How many of these games are worthless? All the LJN ones, I can tell you that. But there are good games here. There are. Zelda, Mario, Metroid, Contra, Castlevania, Mega Man. But then a big fucking shitstorm hit it. A shitstorm of horrible games. And at the middle of it all, a rainbow. A rainbow of shit. LJN. And Bill and Ted might even be the worst LJN game on the NES. It doesn't just have some flaws. There's no good and bad. This game is all bad. Like, I'm impressed. How did they do it? How did they make it so bad? Bad doesn't even describe it. It's disgraceful. It's putrid. In fact, I looked up the word putrid in the dictionary. There's no definition. It's just a picture of Bill and Ted on NES. Curse this fucking game. Curse the plastic that encases this dung heap. Literally, it's a plastic shell filled with shit. It's fucking shit. It's ass. It's garbage. And that's it. Good night. Oh wait, I forgot to mention, as a matter of fact, it also sucks monkey fuck, and it's a worthless, pitiful pile of snot-dripping, pus-bubbling, wet, steaming mountain of buffalo butt dump. Mere descriptions can't even describe the inane lack of common sense that even a child would possess when making a game with chalk on the sidewalk. I can't even come up with a description that's foul and disgusting enough to even come close to this rancid abomination. Can't describe it. I'm done. For real this time. This game is diarrhea coming out of an old woman's bleeding vagina! It's fucking terrible! What were they thinking? I know. They weren't thinking.